expressions. This lesson is prepared by Dohaqiya and registered by Ahmed Hamad. So please stay focused and let's begin. Definition, page 142. An algebraic expression is a collection of letters called variables and numbers organized in some manner by using the operations plus, minus, times, and division. For example, 3 times x squared minus 6 times a squared plus z. 3 times x squared minus y times x cubed are algebraic expressions. In 3 times x squared times y plus 5 times x cubed, 3 times x squared times y and 5 times x cubed are the terms of this algebraic expressions. So each term is separated from the other term by plus and minus only, by either plus or minus. Monomial, page 143. Each term in an algebraic expression is called a monomial. In the algebraic expression a times x squared times y minus 3 times x times y of 5, we have two terms separated by the minus. The first term is a times x squared times y, and the second term is minus 3 times y times x times y of power 5. These two terms are monomials. The monomial minus 2.5 times x squared times y minus 2.5 is the coefficient, which is the number, the real number. X and y are the variables because x and y are unknown numbers. They can be any number. That's why we call them variables. And monomial minus 23 xy of power of 4, we have minus 23 is the coefficient and we have xy of power of 4, so x and y are the simplified writing, page 143. The literal writing of a times b is written ab immediately without times. So if we saw a, b beside each other, there is nothing between them, that means they are multiplying each other. It means ab, it means a times b. So a and b are called the factors of the product AB. The result of the product of this operation is AB. The factors of this product, or the factor of this operation, are A and B. So A plus A plus A plus A plus a lot of A's plus A in the end are called NA. N is, instead of writing the number of A's, they are adding each other. So we have NA's. That's why they are called NA. So N times A. Because we are adding A by itself N times. Remark, 5 plus 5 plus 5 is written 3 times 5 and not 35 or 3 point or nothing 5. We cannot multiply. This is an important remark. We cannot multiply or express the multiplication of two real numbers, not unknown numbers, known numbers. We cannot write known numbers if we want to multiply them, only the two numbers beside each other. No. We can write the two unknowns beside each other and mean the multiplication. Yes, but for real numbers, we have to write the multiplication sign between the two numbers to adjust that they are multiplying each other. So if we want to express 3 times 5, we have to write it 3 times 5. We have to write the multiplication sign between them. And we cannot write 3, 5 immediately beside each other like A, B, because 3, 5 beside each other will be understood 35, which is another number. So A plus A is equal to 2A, or 2 times A. A plus A plus A plus A is equal to 4A, which is 4 times A. Yes, this is right. Examples: the monomial 2 times x cubed is written minus 1 times A is written, let's see, 2 times x cubed is written 2x cubed. Immediately we can write these two terms beside it, these two numbers beside each other without the multiplication sign, because one of them is unknown. One of them is a coefficient and the other one is unknown. We can write them beside each other and mean the multiplication between them. The same thing happens when we are multiplying minus 1 by a. We can just write minus a, because the 1 we can to not write it if we want. So 6 times a squared times c minus 8 times b cubed times c squared is written. We can just eliminate the multiplication sign between a number and unknown, or two unknowns, but the plus and minus we have to keep them. So we can write this operation under the form of 6a squared c minus 8b cubed c squared. Like terms, page 144. Like terms are the terms that differ only by their coefficients, which is the real number. For example, here, as we see, these two terms have the same variable, which is x of power of 6, and the same also exponent of the variable. Both of them, the variable is 6, and both of them, the exponent on the variable is 6. So the variable is x and the exponent is 6 for both terms. So these two terms are like terms because the only difference between these two terms is the coefficient. So these two terms are like terms. We have 8x cubed and minus 3x squared. The coefficient is different, and that's okay. Let's look on the variable. The variable is also the same. This is good, but the power or the exponent of the variable is different, and this is not acceptable. So these two terms are not like terms because the difference between these two terms is not only the coefficient. It's the coefficient and also the exponent on the variable, which is not acceptable. Application 2, we have these terms. 3x of power of 5 and minus 4 of power of 5 are like terms because both of them have the same variable and exponent of the variable. They are different by only the coefficient, which is okay. We have also minus 2a squared b cubed and 3 over 4 a squared b cubed, and also minus 0.5 a squared b cubed. These three terms are like terms. We have 6x over 5y squared, and we have minus 1 over 5x over 5y squared. Both of them have the same variables, which are x and y, and the same exponents on the variables. We have also minus 1.5 t cubed and 4 over 5 t cubed. Numerical value, page 145. Numerical value, page 145. The numerical value of an algebraic expression is the result obtained by replacing the letters by given numbers and performing the given operations. Calculate the numerical value of the algebraic expression 6a squared c minus 8b cubed c squared for a is equal to minus 1, b equal to 2, and c is equal to 1.5. We have 6a squared c minus 8b cubed c squared is equal to 6 times minus 1 squared, because a is equal to minus 1, times 1.5, which is c, then minus 8 times 2 of power of 3 times 1.5 squared. So a is equal to minus 1, c is equal to 1.5, b is equal to 2, and c is equal to 1.5. So we have the answer will be 6 times 1, because minus 1 squared will be 1, times 1.5 minus 8 times 8, because 2 of power of 3 is equal to 8, times 2.25, because 1.5 squared is equal to 2.25. And the final answer will be, for the first term, 1 times 6 times 1.5 is equal to 9, minus the second term, which is, in this case, 144. And the final answer between the two terms will be, of course, minus 135. And this is how we solve this application. Thank you for your listening, and goodbye.